Hello, how's everybody today? This is the Farm Girl. Daphne and I come to visit you, talk about some of the things to reiterate on what I was talking about this morning. I'm a spiritual farmer and I'm working on planting some spiritual seeds. I think about the tree of life all the time, and through everything I've studied, not professionally or in school, but on my own, I've come up with the system of the chakras being aligned up and the Kundalini actually equals out to the tree. Now, the tree can't fire off to be a burning tree unless it's grounded. And so my first issue with everybody in planting the seed is to get you grounded, to have a strong spiritual life. This doesn't, you can do this in the name of any deity. I do it in the name of Mother Earth because at this time I'm on the earth, so I'm living with the earth. And living with the earth means I'm working on appreciating my life, and in order to appreciate my life, I have to be strong enough to handle the ups and downs of life, because life can throw you some storms. And if we're not solid, grounded in those storms, we may find ourselves such as, depressed, stressed, unflexible, not happy, miserable in our lives. But life isn't to be miserable. Life is for happy and joy, and to be strong enough to take the good and bad and grow through it as you go. Now, this show that I'm starting is just a beginning program, and I haven't got all the kinks worked out, but I do know that these seeds that we want to plant it's real. I mean, I've read the Bible. I'm not religious, but so spiritual that I wanted to read about all the ascended masters, from one end to the other. And every book that talks about God talks about the farm, the plant life, the trees. And we know that the trees were to bear fruits. Now, are we talking about living, walking trees who bring gifts to the earth of spirituality? It goes very deep. The serpent, the Kundalini, the tree, it goes real deep. And our main thing is to get grounded. Ground yourself well. And so, again, I'm going back over how we can ground ourselves by using the quantum, the spiritual realms, because we know if you don't do it in the spirit first, it can't be done. Anybody that's spiritual knows that you got to be able to see it in your spiritual world before you can make it manifest in your material world. And so we're talking about the dream world, the quantum field right here. So we want to see ourselves as this beautiful seed, a kernel. We wrap ourselves up like a baby and we plant that seed. Now, let me get back to the details. We want to plant ourselves in the earth so that we can have power, so that we can be strong, so that we can stand against the storms and be a good, fruitful tree. Abundant, with plenty to give and plenty to offer and lots of shade and strength that we can take care of those around us. And we do this by seeing ourselves right here, curling up like a child in a seed in a kernel. Do you see it? See it in your mind's eye. Push that kernel down through your body to take in your essence. And when you get that kernel all the way to your feet, you see that energy push that seed down into the ground and send energy, love to it. And you want to water that seed with that love. That's your energy. And you want to look at it as often as you can to see if it's sprouting. And you'll see it sprout. And it will come eventually to the top of the ground. I planted my seed in May. I got it through information, through the spirit, angels. I heard a program and all these things come together. I just had a separation from my husband. I was weak. I was down. 30-year marriage in the dirt. You know, I didn't know if I'd be able to stand. And so I did this. And when I did this, I started meditating on that seed and looking at it and watering it with love. And I had no idea that I was loving myself because I just never thought I should, really love myself that much. But the more I did it, the more I fell in love with me. And when I saw that seed pop up out of the ground about a month and a half ago, I started planning on doing these videos so I could share this with others because I saw it growing. I saw me growing. I felt it. And I was empowered. And I'm very much empowered today. It's been, since the end of May that I planted my seed in the ground. And here we are coming into October. And my tree is just now sprouting. And I could be not no more prouder. Now, is there more to the chakras? Oh, so much more. But that root chakra needs to be solid before you can work on the others because your tree will break. You'll fall. You'll fall. You work on your root chakra and this chakra at the same time because you want to see the evidence of what's happening in your spiritual world. We're very spiritual without anybody interfering in us. My first spiritual experience was 2 years old. I'd had no spiritual experience. So I was 2 years old when I had my first experience spiritually with a tree. And, I've had tree experiences throughout my life, but I only just am now getting what the spirit has been trying to tell me ever since I've been a child that was like a monkey and hung out in trees. I love trees. Okay, so we're going to confirm. All right, so we're talking about planting our root chakra into the ground, our seed, and then watering it with love through our whole body to grow. And what we want from this is to rise above it all. To rise above conflict. To rise above hustle and bustle. To rise up into the light. To have a protective bubble. The shade of the tree protects us. To plant that seed. See the trees behind her? She's got trees coming in behind her. Yeah. I want to get that seed planted and it'll lift you above the fray. Give you advantage over all the conflict that goes on in your life. Okay, we're going to put that there. I'm going to draw another card for confirmation. King of Cups. meditation. See him loving himself. We can't all love ourselves. So this is a way to love ourselves without feeling guilty about it. You see, great love for self will come out of this. He's got his finger in the bowl. He's sitting in the sea. Got his crown. Pure love. King of Cups. Water your tree with love. And then wait for your wave. Wait for the wave, because your tree will begin to grow and you'll see it. You'll see it. You'll see it in your mind's eye, because you're awakening your chakra, your root chakra, and you're pushing the seed into the earth. And you want to awaken the crown to see the seed in the first place. So you're opening up your crown, your imagination, and you're seeing yourself as a kernel seed, growing up like a tiny baby, planting yourself in the earth beneath your feet as far down as you can go. Get your roots in deep. Get that seed down in there. Yeah. And then wait for your wave to watch it crest. The seed will come up. You'll see it through here, because you're going to be working with this chakra, your mind's eye, and you're going to be working with your root chakra. So you're going to see what you plant. You'll see it. See the lion? We're looking for strength, right? Courage. We want our tree to burn. There it is. The fiery bush. Fire, action. Fire, brave. Fire, moves forward. Fire, don't let nothing stop it. Fire. But it starts with being grounded, because without grounding, there is no fire. So we have here 2 wands, 3 wands. Oh, we're going all about the fire. And a King of Cups. You want to water your tree with love. So let's pull one more for the 5th element, which is what you will become when you ground yourself and root yourself within this earth, this beautiful place that gives us so much. This planet serves us. It serves us with wood. It serves us with gas. It serves us with food. This planet gives us so much. In the metaphysical, spiritual world, this planet is alive. Alive. She's alive. So plant your spirit in this earth. Invest in her, because this is where you're at right now. You know, you can invest in heaven, but you're not in heaven right now. But you can grow to heaven, but you got to be rooted in the earth first. Even Jack and the Beanstalk, everybody always plants their seed in the earth before they take off for heaven. Now, if you get your grounding going and you got your 3rd eye chakra open, you will see. Now let's see what we got to say. I'm stopping right there. Let's see. Temperance. Fire and water. Oh, look. The wings of an angel. You got to be grown up to carry wings like that. You got to be grown up. You got to be heading for a spiritual adulthood, spiritual maturity. But you only get there to the spiritual maturity by starting out as a baby. We walk We crawl before we walk. We walk before we run. And then we run before we race. So the race is on. This is the fifth element. This is progress. This is moving forward. This is tempering yourselves and learning how to live a happier life. Don't you want to be happy? Do you want to find that true unconditional love that you want to give out to the world to change it? That's what we're here for. We're light workers. We're changing the world with true unconditional love. And we got to be rooted into this earth. Who gives us true unconditional love? And we see that by every fertile thing she gives us, from water to rain to, all this comes from the eco-environment of the investment in the earth. She takes care of us. And so in order for us to grow, we got to be invested in her. I really love sharing these things with you. Many more things do I have to share. But right now, my main goal is to get everyone rooted. Because once we get rooted, there's so much stuff after that to begin to learn. Once we get rooted and we see our little tree growing, well, then we start working on our joy and our happiness and sorting things out. And it can be done. It's a spiritual experience to move from one level of energy of, not knowing exactly where you're at in the world, and to moving up into the place where you can make choices for yourself and make a better life. And that's what I want to do, is to help anybody. I just want to share. I'm excited about it. My life has changed. And, I just want to share. And I want to let everybody know that I love you. Please like and share this video if it helped you in any way. I'm just starting out with my third video here, and it's a little raw, but done with much love and care. And plant your seeds. The tree of life. I've been working on it right here. I'll just show it to you if I can. You see? The tree of life. It's in us. We are the trees of life. We're walking, talking, metaphysical trees. Those are our chakras, and we want to bring them to life. And when we do, we're very powerful spiritually. We're very powerful in our lives. Boss. We become boss. Everybody wants to be a boss. So root yourself in the ground. Be a tree. Be a tree. And the ultimate goal is to become the fifth element. Whereas you work with the elements as a magician to create and manifest great things in your life. Ask me about it. I can show you where I've come from and where I'm at now. Because for the last 10 years, I was homeless. And as I began to learn these things, my world changed. I was a panhandler. I worked 10 years out in the streets, homeless panhandler. But where best to learn how to work with God and the universe? Sitting on the corner, holding the sign, a lot of time to think. I wasn't good at jobs. I got fired all the time. Everybody told me I had a problem with authority figures, and they're right, because I think we're all equal, and I don't feel like anybody has authority over me or you. I feel like we all came here We were all born the same way, naked. And then Mother Earth gave us everything we need after that, from our parents to our sustenance, our life. And so I'm really dedicated to the Mother Earth. I'm not a worshiper, but I'm a lover. I'm a lover. I'm a God lover, not a worshiper, God lover. I imitate what I see. And if I see good, I like to act like that. Well, I wish all y'all the best blessings in the name and power of the Holy Spirit. I pray that you find your joy, and I hope you found some sense in this. And again, please like and share. I love you. Have a wonderful day. And don't forget to plant your seeds and water it with love. And remember, every time you water that seed, you're actually sending yourself love and empowering yourself. Empower yourself. Give yourself love.